So you want to go out for dinner, but you don't want to spend loads of money and you don't want to deal with actual people. That's where supermarket dinner meal deals come in. Today I'm trying a whole host of supermarket meal deals, one from each supermarket. We'll be giving them all 1 point for every pound saved, and we'll also be rating them on the taste and the quality of the food. Which supermarket will prevail? Who will come out on top? Let's get straight into it. The first dinner meal deal we have is the Tesco dine-in for £12. For the first one I'm looking at, I feel like this is really, really good. It comes with a main, a side, a dessert, and a drink, where you can even get a bottle of wine. We decided to opt for rosé, so this was the rosé. I believe the rosé was £8.50 if you were to buy it by itself. The main meal, £7.50. The side, £3. And the dessert, which we'll have after, £3.50. So all in all, you are looking at a whopping saving of £10.50 here. That immediately gives us a really good head start of 10.5 points. Now we're of course judging on the quality of food, so we need to try it all before we make a decision. So we won't I guess make a decision until we have dessert. But I do love a fish pie. I haven't had a fish pie in ages. It's the kind of time of year where you need a fish pie. A fish pie is great for this time of year, I think. That's a good fish pie. What's nice with this one?
It's creamy.
It's creamy. Carolina can join me in all of these because I'm not going to be eating entire meal deals for two by myself. So it's quite a nice week for us really, because we get to try all of these lovely meal deals and we don't have to cook.
I really like this wine.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's a really nice wine. It's a lovely rosé. Complements the fish really well, actually. Really well. So thank you, Tesco. I will reserve judgment on my scoring out of 5 until we try the dessert. But judging from this, I think we're starting off with a bit of a bang. For dessert, we decided to go for the salted caramel profiteroles. 3 each, which seems relatively reasonable, just nice little bite-sized bits. So before we make a judgment on quality of food all round, we gotta try these. So the choux pastry is a tiny bit dry, but that might just be because it's been in the fridge for a couple of days. But generally speaking, they're tasty, they're big, they're well made. Salted caramel filling is really, really nice. This was really, really good, but it didn't make me go, oh my God. So because of that, I reckon it's a 4 out of 5. Tesco starts out strong with incredible value for money and high up there in taste. 17.5 points. Can't beat a cold Pepsi. It's so much better than Coke. This is the Co-op £10 Big Night In. You do get your 4 items with this. You get a side, 2 pizzas, and a drink of your choice. All the pizzas, they cost exactly the same amount, £4.20. The most expensive side at £4 were the wings, so we got those. And now you get a choice of 3 drinks. You can have 4 Pepsi Max, 4 Guinness, or 4 Peroni. I don't drink lager. I really don't like Guinness. So I opted for the Pepsi, but for the sake of this, we are going to still score it on how much you would save if you were to get those most expensive things, with the Peroni being £6.35. With the Pepsi Max, it cost me £14.90. That would have been a saving of £4.90 like that, so that's 5 points, which is okay. But if we do with the Peroni as £6.35, that becomes £18.75, thus making a saving of £8.75. Obviously we round up, which is 9, so 9 points altogether. I've only cooked one of the pizzas because I'm just eating by myself right now. So I only did a few wings and one of the pizzas, and I went for the Texas barbecue. Looks like a decent slice of pizza. It's just all right. Don't get me wrong, the toppings are nice, the chicken is succulent and juicy. It's got a little bit of a tang with the barbecue sauce, but the crust, cooked to package instructions, yet unfortunately it is the crust that lets this one down. That's not to say I'm not going to happily eat the entire thing. If the crust was just a bit fluffier, crisper on the outside as well, I think it would have been a little bit better. But I mean, it's good for the savings you get. Shall we try the wings? Now these are breaded wings that it came with. There are plenty of them. Again, I didn't cook them all, so this is gonna last me more than just dinner, which is kind of great. Carolina's not hugely into pizza, so this is all on me, hence only cooking one of the pizzas. Either way, let's go. Breaded wings aren't my favorite. If I'm asked the wings, I normally like just a sort of grilled one with a nice sauce over it. if you ask me. There's a little bit too much breading. You can see here just how much has kind of fallen off as I've been eating it. But then at least you get to wash it down with a Pepsi. Pepsi Max nonetheless. I don't like Pepsi or Diet Pepsi, it's gotta be Pepsi Max. And original, I don't do any of this cherry or mango or whatever they do these days. Original Pepsi Max, OG, best cola-based soft drink. It's a decent meal deal, it is, especially if you get the beer. So it does save a lot of money. But in terms of quality food and the taste of the food, I've got to give it a 2. Co-op scores high in value but low in taste. It comes in bottom with 11 points. It would only be fair to try the margarita as well, right? Actually a bit better than the Texas one, but I think my scoring still stands. Now, of course, you guys know that I don't always cook things like ready meals. Or, you know, outside of this video, I don't always cook budget meals. In fact, one of the things I really like to do is find new and interesting recipes to kind of expand my knowledge and my repertoire of different dishes that I do. And that's actually where this week's sponsor comes in, Readly. Kind of imagine a Netflix or a Prime Video, but for magazines. It is an app that you can have on your phone, on your iPad, on your computer. They've got over 7,000 different magazines, and all of those have back editions. So you can scroll back months and months and months, sometimes even years, to find an edition that you want to read, and you'll literally never run out of things to read again. So for example, I've been reading some cooking ones, which have given me some fantastic recipes. See these really cool Egyptian meatballs? Yeah, I made that. See this beautiful mille-feuille? Yeah, I also made that. It's super easy to navigate. You can scroll through, you can bookmark so you can come back to things that you like or things that you think you might like. And based on what you've read and what you've been tapping on, they even give you personalized recommendations of things that they think you might like. And that's how I found some of these incredible recipes and some of these incredible different magazines that I have been reading. Of course, it's not all about cooking magazines. There are so many different types that they have. They've got gaming magazines, they've got travel magazines, they've got wellness magazines and health and fitness. And today, what Readly are offering you guys, my viewers, is a 2-month free subscription. No questions asked, cancel anytime, read to your heart's content. So guys, check out the pinned comment or the top of my description box where my unique link to get you 2 months free is there. I think you'll love it. I certainly love it. I really recommend you guys checking it out. I know a lot of you are into your travel, your health, your fitness, all of those kind of things, even your cooking, because you watch this show. Check it out, you won't regret it. A quick aside, I have realised that 5 points for the taste and food category seems a little bit low, so we are going to be increasing that to 10 for the rest of the video. I am going to double Tesco and Co-op to make it a bit fairer. Tesco now has 8 points, Co-op now has 4 points. We move on to Waitrose today. Now Waitrose has what they call their #1 dine-in for £12. Again, £12, I'm seeing a bit of a trend here. Now it's a little bit different to the Tesco one, where you only get a side, a main, and then either a starter or a dessert with this one. No drink, nothing like that in sight. But then Waitrose being Waitrose, I assume they're just thinking that the quality of their food is so good, they can get away with not bothering to give you a drink or something. I don't know. Let's see, shall we? Having had a dessert the other day, we opted for having a starter this time, and we got this, which happened to be one of the most expensive starters. A lot of them were the same price, at £5, and this is the cheese and onion tart. That's not bad, you know. I love how flaky it is. It's almost like a mini quiche in a way. Caramelized onion is really, really caramelized and really quite nice. Sweet but bitter at the same time. I can tell the food quality is there. Obviously, it would be nice to have a little bit of a drinky poos on the side. The pastry is incredibly flaky and really buttery and really, really tasty. There's a real sweetness of the onions, which works. To be fair though, not tasting too much cheese. We'll obviously reserve judgment for an entire score at the end of the meal. Is it the best thing I've ever eaten? No, but I am enjoying it. Looks good, right? I mean, chips, a little bit of a weird thing to have with paella, but they look good and we didn't really know what else to have with it. The paella was the most expensive thing there, £9.95. And the chips, again, pretty much one of the most expensive things there. I think they were all the same price, the sides, from what we could tell. They cost £3.90. So altogether, the meal cost £18.85, meaning we got a saving of £6.85. That's 7 points altogether that they get. So that's a pretty good saving for this meal deal. This is very yummy. It's chicken, chorizo, and prawns. Let's try with a bit of the chicken. The prawn was really nice, really juicy, not overcooked at all. The chicken is good. Let's try a bit with the chorizo. Also very good. Cara just did a little happy dance, so I think that's safe to say someone's enjoying it. Is it better than the fish pie? Yeah, I'd say so. Should we try the chips? I like the chips. Could do with a bit of salt. These chips are cooked in beef fat, so they've gone really nice and crispy, really fluffy on the inside, and they've got a really nice flavour to them. I'm gonna try it all together actually. It's very, very rich, but not in a bad way. I'm enjoying this much more than the fish pie and the greens. It's not a 10 out of 10. Am I gonna give it a 9? You know what? We're all for changing scores. It's absolutely fine. I went way too high right off the bat. I'm gonna reduce Tesco down to a 7, and I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. Waitrose storming into second place and 15 points. What it lacks in value, it does make up for in taste. Salmon en croûte. One of my favourite things. Never had like an individual little salmon en croûte before. Does it smell good? Dog definitely thinks it smells good. Again, this was a £12 meal deal. This does come with a bottle of wine. So this one is very similar to Tesco. This comes with a main, a side, a drink, and a dessert. All for £12. So again, you're making a really, really good saving there. It is a Monday. I'm probably not gonna drink, but it's nice to have a bottle of wine in the house. Now the food does look good. In terms of spring greens, these already look a little bit better than the Tesco ones, and we know that I really rated the Tesco, so those are really good. They've got a really nice freshness to them. They've got leek, and I love a leek. I've got the salmon en croûte, which I think is something that should go really, really well with spring greens. And look at that cross section. Larishy bee. Looks good, doesn't it? Yeah, that's really, really good. That is really, really yummy. We bought the right side for this, that's for sure. Definitely the right side. I think it was otherwise like chips or carrots and parsnips or mashed potato. The sauce inside is citrusy, it's vibrant. It's really, really nice. Pairs with the salmon really well, and the pastry is just layered and flaky and perfectly cooked. It's not soggy. I'm impressed here, Sainsbury's. I should do videos like this more often. I mean, what else were they gonna look like? They look beautiful though. I'm excited. Cinnamon buns, probably one of my favorite things on the planet. Not gonna lie, like one of my favorite things on the planet. Love a cinnamon bun. Love a Cinnabon. Where's Cinnabon gone these days? Cinnabon needs to come back in a big way to the UK, honestly. Look at that beauty. Look at it. Look how lovely it is. Now, Carolina said, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below, but that this isn't a dessert. This is a breakfast food. I find it hard to argue with her here. Oh my God. Sainsbury's, man. What are you doing to me? This is unreal. There's another one. I've got to save Carolina. I really don't want to. I want to eat it right now. So in terms of savings, the salmon en croûte was £6.75. The wine was £7.50. The veg was £3. And this, £4.35. Altogether, when you bring that down to the £12, that is a whopping saving of £9.60. So immediately, that gets 9.5 points. 5-second rule. I think we're gonna struggle to top this as a dessert. This dessert, if it was by itself, I might have given it a 9 out of 10. The salmon and croûte and veg, they were really nice, really, really nice. But I think overall, I've got to give this an 8 out of 10. Hello Sainsbury's. Just missed the mask off Tesco's by a measly half point. If only it had higher savings. This is the gastropub dine-in for £15, which now includes a few recipes from Tom Kerridge, all from Marks & Spencer's. You choose a starter, a main, and a side, or a main, a side, and a dessert. That's it. Here's the immediate issue with this. It looks good, it smells good, I'm sure it's gonna taste fantastic, but one side doesn't quite feel like enough. I feel like we could do with some spring greens, bit of potato or something like that here on the side. Carolina is like loving life next to me, so I'm guessing this is pretty good. We didn't go for a starter. We've got dessert in the oven as we speak to have straight after this. We got the Tom Kerridge lamb for £12, the glazed heritage carrots for £3.50. And then we also have cooking in the oven, Tom Kerridge molten cookie, which was £5.25. So altogether, that's a £5.75 saving, rounding that up, giving M&S 6 points. We just need to see what the taste is like now.
It's the best one.
Did you hear that? Best one, apparently. Let's try the sauce first. Oh, hello. The sauce is unreal. The meat just falls off the bone. We need to get that. Look at this. It's so tender. The meat just comes apart. Oh ho ho. I'm very excited. Go on. Tom Kerridge, legend that you are. That lamb is unreal. It falls apart. It is so tender. It is really tasty, and that rich tomatoey chickpea sauce just blends beautifully with it. It's got like some Moroccan spices in it and things as well. That is a very good dish. The carrots weren't Tom Kerridge, but they still look and smell amazing. Sweet, sticky. Feel like they very much do go with what I'm eating. Let's try some of everything together. That is mad. I mean, look at this. It's a giant bit of lamb fat, which I bet is going to be unreal. I've got to hold off judgment until I try the dessert, but this is going to be up there, guys. This is going to be up there. Could it be a 10? Dessert will tell. Yet again, I recorded myself eating this beautiful thing, but I didn't press record. Is what it is, isn't it? What I was saying is it's very nice. It has a really nice caramelization to the top where the top has been exposed in the oven. The middle, really gooey, really nice. And the bottom is more cookie, maybe slightly cakey texture. It's very much like if you took a chocolate fondant and turned it into a cookie. That's pretty much what this is like. Little bite out of heaven right here. Very nice. My overall thoughts on this though, it's nice, but it's certainly not my favourite starter or dessert that we've had this week. I would go so far to say that if I had the lamb and the carrots, followed by the cinnamon buns, that would have been a 10 out of 10. This is very nice, but the cinnamon buns were better. So for that reason, still very close, but we're gonna give M&S a 9 out of 10. You're right. M&S ties with Waitrose. Despite tasting the best, you don't save much money here, unfortunately. So here we have the Asda Bomb Bahia range. They had 2 meal deals, one which was this one, the other which was another gastropub one, which is all the same kind of food, but both of them were £12 altogether, and you save £6. So no matter what you get, you save £6. This particular one was 2 mains and 2 sides. We got the chicken tikka masala, the butter chicken, the pilau rice, because of course you need rice, and the chaat kachori, which are kachori filled with tender chicken, red pepper onion, and chickpeas in a rich spicy tomato sauce. Sounds amazing. Let's build our plates up a little bit. I don't know which one is the butter chicken and the tikka. I'm sure I can work it out. Right, let's try the chaat kachori here. We'll try it without anything first. That's pretty nice, actually. I like the chickpeas in it, the chicken in it. The sauce isn't as saucy as I would have thought when it says there's a sauce inside. Like, they're quite dry inside, but I reckon mixed with a bit of a curry, bet they're amazing. They are indeed. I would have hoped they had like a jalfrezi or a madras or something, but these were the only 2 mains they had left at the time we got to Asda. Let's try what I believe is the tikka masala. It's nice, it's rich, nice mild flavour. The pilau rice is really good as well. Try the butter chicken now. It's a really good sized bit of chicken. Oh, way better than tikka masala. That is really good. It's got a bit more of a kick to it. It is buttery, it's the right kind of sauce. It's This is really good. It's really good quality. For a ready meal curry, this is pretty good and fraction of the price of buying a takeaway curry. So pretty worth it, I'd say, pretty worth it. As I say, with this, you're saving £6 altogether. So that's 6 points there. Taste-wise, it's good. I'm enjoying it. And I do love a curry, especially the butter chicken. But it's not like absolutely blowing me away. It's very, very nice and very, very tasty, and I am going to eat the entire thing. But I think we have had some better things this week. So for that reason, I think it's only fair to give this a 7 out of 10. So there we go. Somehow, just because of that value for money, the winner is Tesco. Sainsbury's is a close second. That bottle of wine makes it really, really, really worth it. And the food quality is great as well.